house, in the loud house. One boy, 10 girls, wouldn't trade it for the world. Loud house.
What can you expect for yourself if you're being the only middle-aged boy of the family who's got not one, but 10 sisters? Especially whenever you're in a bad situation, whenever you need something that needs to be done or want some help.
What, is diabetes busy?
There's always meddling from these girls, which is exactly what this episode proves. Heavy Meddle, which is the third episode from season 1 of The Loud House. It all starts with Lincoln constantly being bullied from having his pants pulled down, getting his shoes tied and doing that, sitting in a whoopee cushion during lunchtime, and getting his locker full of garbage. How in the is that even possible? So after school, Lincoln walks home with his best buddy Clyde and figures out what he's gonna do about this. He said that he was gonna constantly meet this bully around 3:30 at his own house so he could try to give him or her a speech. But Clyde makes a difference and tells Lincoln that he should actually talk to his sisters, especially Lori. They're very good at advice. But Lincoln finds that to be total set of bull. Now, for some of you who haven't seen this episode, watch it. But for some of you who have seen it, you already know what goes on, which I shouldn't have to explain about it. But Lincoln has a wad of gum in his hair and has a note stuck to it that says lame-o. So the only way that he's going to get this out, Clyde was suggesting that he use peanut butter. So Lincoln quietly tries to sneak through the house to get the peanut butter without any of his sisters even noticing what went on. And this is almost just like my family. Even my own sisters would do this. Who in the just puts empty jars back into the refrigerator, especially? Never mind. That's just plain stupid. Did I mention that this is the first time that you actually hear the mom and dad talk, but you never see them at all, not one bit throughout this whole entire episode. So when Lincoln tries to cut the gum out of his hair, he's caught by Lisa, who actually notices that he didn't place that gum in his hair by himself. So what's this go to? Lincoln tells Lisa not to tell the others and just keep it to her own self. But somehow she constantly told everybody else.
No, what I said was I did not have room in my brain for your secret. Hence, I removed it and transferred it to Lynn, whose brain apparently has ample room.
Oh, thanks, Lisa. That makes him feel so much better.
Here's where we enter a gray area.
The girls are suggesting everything that they could do for Lincoln. Tell him to go to the principal, do something mean-spirited to it, tell a bad joke about it, yada yada. But it turns out that this bully that he's faced up, it's not actually a boy, it's not a dog, not a cat, heck, not even a mountain lion. I'll tell you that. Hey, don't judge me. This almost happened to me one time. Hey, maybe it didn't. So it turns out the bully is a girl. Oh, and that's just how girls are when they feel much cheerful for it. Where does this go? I don't know.
Normally, I don't care for inane human emotions, but
I would love Lisa if she never did that again. But more than likely, Lori had this to say. She said, when a girl picks on you, that means one thing. She likes you. I kind of beg the difference on that one. I would agree with that, but there are sometimes some girls just do it just for a laugh. Or just because they're just so mean-spirited. And this is where the storm starts building up. Ducks and covered in the bathroom, calls his friend Clyde. And he thinks that this is not such a bad idea. Let's face it, sometimes the sisters can be right. And I can clearly agree with them sometimes. I mean, they're girls, and if this is a girl that Lincoln's got to deal with, then these girls would know what to do. So Lincoln totally agrees to it, and he's going to kiss that girl.
again,
Please stop that!
Thank you, Michael Caine. So Lincoln's getting prepared, getting the lip balm and getting the peppermint. He's getting ready to walk straight out the door, meet up with this girl, and just... But that's what Lincoln gets in return. A black eye. Oh boy. It turns out that he got angry at his sisters. He doesn't need their help anymore. Because whatever they do, sometimes there can be more problems caused for this kid. And that sometimes is true in real life. Sometimes when you gotta hear from one person, you gotta hear from the next person until when either one of the votes matched up, and then you just can just do the A and B kind of questions. What would you do in the kind of situation like this? It turns out in the end that this girl actually throws a note for this kid and throws a fat juicy steak for him just for his eye. And you'll never guess whose name is heard in this episode and who nearly made a debut, who we're gonna see later on. So this episode was clever, and I could just say, just godforsaken clever, for seeing all 10 sisters here being with Lincoln and just communicate for what they can help him out with, because that's what a family does. They must look out for each other. And even all 10 sisters look out for their little brother. Or big brother, to be precise, for some of the younger kids. They care about each other as much as Lori, Lenny, Luann, Luna, Lynn, Lucy, Lana, Lola, Lisa, and Lily care so much for Lincoln. That they do their best that they can do to help him out with. But there are times that Lincoln would not need their help. But then in the end, sometimes there is a point proven where he does need their help, and they're always there to look after him, to help him when he's down. And that's what I love about this episode, is that they start developing more character when they're around Lincoln. They're not just these kind of typical stereotype, like Lori's all on the phone texting all the time, Lynn's always up for sports, Lynn's a total rock star, and Luann's a comedian, the whole about what all these characters have in common. But when it comes face to face, when they're doing with Lincoln, these girls have so much development so quickly. And that's what's great about this show. And clearly, maybe next time I should actually take some advice from my sisters, because there are some things I don't know about what they might even know about. You never know.